Welcome back to another Iron Sharpens Iron video where we're giving you good truth to help you and your neighbors stay sharp out there. Today's topic, as you can see, it's already some really good stuff. Today's topic is how to be rapture ready. Yes, rapture ready. I've said it a lot, but we got to be rapture ready. And a lot of us we're not really ready for it. We don't even know what to expect of it, how it's going to go. So this is actually going to be a series. Yes, I said series. Do a few videos talking about this because there's a lot of things that need to be talked about. So in this Rapture Ready starter kit that I'm finna tell you about, it's gonna give you all the tools you need and let you know what you need to be ready for. Because you don't want to be like that guy in the video. Oh, wait, you gotta be quicker than that.
Matthew 24, 3-9. And as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of the coming and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For the nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of all kingdoms be preached in all the world for all witnesses unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Man, I know there was a lot of scriptures, a lot of good stuff because it's in red writing, and Jesus is telling you, but I have to break it down because there was just a lot of stuff. But one of the first things Jesus is telling you is he's telling you not to be deceived, because there's going to be a lot of people that go out there and say that they're Christ. When it get really bad, that's how you know it hasn't really got there yet. There's some people doing it, but they ain't really got there yet. There's gonna be people out there that go and they gonna say, yeah, I am the Christ, and they gonna try to deceive you. And then he said, there's gonna be rumors of wars, and nations gonna rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. You can see that part happening already right now. We done already had how many world wars? 1, 2, third on the way. Nation against nation. That's gonna be the blacks versus the white versus the Chinese versus the Asian versus the Vietnamese versus the Hispanic versus all the races. They're all gonna be start fighting each other. It's just everybody's basically not gonna get along. So you're gonna have that on top of the wars. Then he says there's gonna be famines and earthquakes and just all this stuff. It's gonna look terrible. And then right after that he said, this is just the beginning of sorrows. After all that stuff that he said, the wars and the nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, all of that, the famine, people gonna be starving. We know that's out there, but it's gonna get even worse. Then we're gonna have earthquakes. They said that's just the beginning. So then there's more. Then he starts talking about being persecuted. Yeah, then people gonna start getting persecuted. If you really for Christ, then this is the test. This is where it really comes into play. Because there's going to be a lot of people, once all this starts, they're going to be like, you know what? So if you're a Christian over here, if you want to follow Jesus, come step in this line, we're going to kill you. And then it's going to be like, oh, Jesus? Oh, no, I'm not. I don't know him. No, I don't know him. I'm with, which guy we serving, Buddha? I'm with that one. There's going to be people that's doing that. So the real people that are riding, dying for Jesus, actually living for him, they're going to get persecuted. A lot of them going to get killed off. Get killed, yes, I know you don't really want to die, but he was persecuted. People have to really remember this. Jesus died for what he was doing. He died for it. He died. They said, nope, cut him off. They had to get rid of him. So if you're doing the same thing he did, and he said, the servant is not greater than the Lord, you're going to have to do the same thing. Everybody not going to take that type of ill, but a lot of people are. A lot of people are. So if that's too much for you, you're like, I'm not really sure if I'm with this Jesus fella. I was good when he was talking about everlasting life, but I don't really want to die. I don't want that. But then he said, he that endured to the end, you're going to be saved. So if you endure to the end, if you're with Christ from beginning all the way to the end, through the tribulations and all the awful stuff that's going to happen, then you're going to make it with him. Because remember, he said, if you die for him here, then you're going to get to live with him later. The stuff you give up now, the sacrifices you make, he's giving you the 100-fold. But that's only if you endure to the end. You can't just be with Jesus just when everything is nice and the world's not persecuting you. But as soon as they come around, starting shooting people, taking them out, that say they love God, then you don't want to be with them no more. You're not going to make it. You have to ride with him all the way through. If somebody come knock on your door today and say, are you with Jesus? You need to say yes. If they pull out the gun, you still need to say yes. Can I help you? Once the gospel is preached to all the nations, and then the end will come. So all that stuff has to happen first. People got to get persecuted. Wars, fights all over the place. People got to hate each other. False Christ gonna come. All of that stuff has to happen. And then after the gospel gets preached, once all the nations know who Jesus is, he gives them an opportunity. See, a lot of people didn't think about this. A lot of people don't even realize maybe he's not gonna come back right now. It's because he's giving you a chance to turn your life around. Message. Yes. He's giving you an opportunity right now to give your life to him before he come back. He's trying to give y'all a fair chance instead of just showing up like, oh, well, I'll just take this 20 people that's ready. He's giving us an opportunity. All this time, use it wisely. Use it wisely. Pick Jesus, live for him, so then when he come, you would have been the one enduring to the end and you can get saved.
Verses 23 to 26. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore if thou shalt say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not.
Man, Jesus just said some good stuff right there. So he just said, it's going to come a time they're going to say, oh, Christ, he's here, he's here, he's here. He's saying, don't fall for it. Don't believe them. Because he said it's going to get so good, they're going to deceive the very elect. They're going to start deceiving the elect, the people that were chosen to follow him. That's how convincing Satan is going to be. That's how convincing the Antichrist will be. He's going to be so convincing. He's going to show you all these wonders. He may even walk on water. I don't know. He's going to do all this stuff. Oh, yes, I am the Christ. It's me. He's going to do all these things. It's going to look real good on paper. Even the Antichrist is going to look good on paper just to deceive the very elect. The Antichrist is going to be so convincing that he's going to probably fool some of them. He's going to get some of them. They're like, you know what? I think that is Jesus. But Jesus is trying to tell us, don't fall for it. That's not me. They're going to say, he's over here in the mountains. He's over here in the valleys. He's right here, though. Don't fall for the okie doke. That's going to probably be one of the biggest okie dokes. That one where Satan come and deceive all these people, and make them think that he is actually Christ. But Jesus is trying to tell. That's why it's an open book test. He just told you that the last question on the test is going to be the hardest question, and it's going to put a whole bunch of stuff in there you don't need. So don't worry about any of that. Pick C. But nobody want to pick C. They don't want to pick Christ.
Verses 29 to 32. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes on the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with the power of great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
So one of the big things that you're going to need for this Rapture Ready starter kit is the parable about the fig tree. The one that Jesus just talked about. So I have to break it down because this is so important. So the fig tree, when you're saying that the branches are tender and it's bringing forth the leaves, that lets you know that summer is nigh. And it's telling you, when you look at a tree, like if you really look at a tree and watch the different seasons, you can tell when the next season is coming based on the tree. You can be like, oh man, okay, all the leaves are falling off. So I guess fall is ending. Oh, that makes sense, right? Oh, it's starting to get, it's dying off. Maybe this is winter coming after that. When the leaves are coming on the tree, then you know, okay, summer is coming up. It's getting really close to it. So he's telling you, he's comparing that fig tree parable to his second coming, to when he's going to show back up. He's letting you, he literally has told you the ultimate answer to the test right there. He didn't give you the day or the hour, because that'd be too easy. He can't turn the test in for you. You can't do that. You still got to take it. See what I did there? He still told you so much. If you listen to what he said, he that have ears, let him hear. If he just said, watch out for X, Y, and Z, as soon as you see X happen, you're like, okay, well, Y must be coming next, and then Z, and then I think Jesus said he was going to come back at the end of all of this. So if X, Y, and Z has happened, I think Jesus is finna show up. Man, I pray that this message helps somebody. I pray that you learn something. Take that Rapture Ready starter kit seriously. I'm telling you, when he comes back, it's not going to be a good day. You don't want to be the people that get left behind. You don't want to be the people that go to hell. I'm telling you guys, we got to turn away from sin. You have to act right. You got to do the right thing. You got to stop doing the fool. You're not going to get any blessings from God if you keep doing the foolish things in life. And you're definitely not going to get the ultimate one when you get into heaven, because you're going to get left behind. He's going to come take his people. And if you're not the one that's getting taken, you're going to be, wait. Don't get left behind. Stay rapture ready. If you learned something, please share this information. Iron sharpens iron. A whole bunch of people ain't rapture ready. I know a lot of them. We got family members, we got friends, we got co-workers. Your boyfriend probably not rapture ready. Neither is your girlfriend, wife, husband. There's a lot of people that's not rapture ready. So share this information. Tell them about it. Tell them about the fig tree parable. That's the ultimate thing in the starter kit. You have that parable, you understand it, you live by it, you're gonna make it. I'm telling you, you're gonna make it. Tell somebody how great God is. Tell somebody else about how wonderful Jesus is. Spread the truth, spread the gospel. Remember, another thing that Jesus said that has to happen before he comes is the gospel has to be spread across all the nations. So we have to do that. The body of Christ, you got to go tell people about the gospel. You got to tell people that don't know about it. You got to tell all the nations, like he said, and then he'll come. And if we take too long doing that, we may be, doing all of that suffering a little bit longer. So, get to it. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Please be rapture ready. Don't get left behind. Don't be this guy. And as always, we're too blessed to be stressed, y'all. Stay blessed by the best. Don't forget to pray for the rest. And until next time.